one thing. Then, as a part of Indian sort of tradition, religious harmony, wonderful. Like Guru Nanak, I think he take pilgrimage to Mecca. That shows religious harmony, respect, Muslim. And then I think one great thing, one significant great thing is the Sikhism, no caste system. Wonderful. I think one drawback in this country, the caste system is outdated. And I think in ancient time, feudal system, utilize that kind of concept, ruling class, something special, right? The working class people, something lower. I think that related with the feudal system is now totally outdated. So the caste system, I think religious leaders here in India, I think should say to the public, the caste system is outdated. And then Sikhism already, no longer sort of concept of caste system. Wonderful, wonderful. So my second commitment is promotion of religious harmony. I am Buddhist. In philosophical views, there are differences. Even within Buddhism, there are differences. In spite of that, all religion carry message of love. The theistic religion, non-theistic religion, all carry the practice of love, loving kindness. According to theistic religion, God Himself as a symbol of love. Like that. And then the non-theistic religion, like Jainism and Buddhism, very much emphasis loving kindness. The reason, quite simple. If you show other sense of concern and helping, restrain harming, ultimately, that's the best way you gain more sort of happy life. Harming other create more enemy. Finally, you will be loser. So the best way to fulfill one's own interest is helping other and practice of ahimsa, restraint, harming other people. And then this country, ahimsa, even sort of larger sense, not harming animal. So vegetarianism in this country, very sort of common, wonderful. And then now time come, ahimsa also include, we must respect environment. Because now global level, the global warming now become quite serious. So concept of ahimsa should include, deforestation or these things. Try to minimize and take care about environment. Bahuna, late my friend Bahuna, give me one responsibility. Whenever I go Himalayan range, you should speak protection of forest. When I visit Ladakh, there's not much tree. But many others of the Himalayan range, lot of forest. So I usually see carrying their Bahuna's sort of responsibility, which give to me. I try to sort of educate people the environment, very important. We must protect environment and trees, these things. So that is, I think, should include the concept of ahimsa. Then concept of karuna, with that, you see, respect all form of life, animals, fish, birds, chicken, like that. So I really admire Guru Nanak, his visit, as I mentioned earlier, to Mecca. I think that shows religious harmony. And now today, I think India is the only country where all major religious traditions live together. And mutual respect, some cases mutual learning. World need in that spirit. You see, too many problems with religious belief. And then my third sort of responsibility regarding Tibet. I'm Tibetan. Many Tibetans believe me, trust me. So I have the moral responsibility. But the political matter, I totally retired. Since 2001, we already achieved elected political leadership. So they carry the responsibility. My main sort of responsibility regarding Tibet is Tibetan ecology. There are some Chinese, even sort of private company, too much exploitation, nature resources. So regardless effect about environment. Then Tibetan culture, Tibetan knowledge. Originally come from India, 8th century. I think I may share with you the 7th century Tibetan emperor. You see, very close link with Chinese emperor through marriage. Sometimes I have sort of joke, the Tibetan emperor, I think the 7th century, he must have loved Chinese food. But when he looked Chinese letter, he find too complicated. So he create our own script, copy from Devanagari, from India, and alphabet. And then 8th century, in spite of very close relation with Chinese emperor, Chinese Buddhist, and I think first influence Buddhism in Tibet from Chinese practitioner, scholars. However, you see, the 8th century Tibetan king, he prefer religion must take directly from India. So, Shantarakshita, 8th century, one top master, logician, scholar, Shantarakshita, invited to Tibet. Now he introduced the Buddhist tradition according to Nalanda tradition. The differences, Pali tradition, the foundation of Buddha Dharma, wonderful. Sri Lanka, Thai, Burma, Cambodia, Laos, these are mainly follower of the Pali tradition. Then India, I think 2nd century, around I think 2nd century. From there, in Nalanda tradition, you see, use the Sanskrit language. At that time, Sanskrit language, more scholar or more intellectual people use. So, Nalanda tradition. These days, I sort of openly sort of mention the word Mahayana, Hinayana. That's wrong. Instead of that, I usually use it to describe Sanskrit tradition, Pali tradition. Okay. So